Imagine waking up in your crusty room, thinking that being a slave in a hellish fantasy world was just a bad dream.
Our boy Hyunmyung is out here desperately gaslighting himself into believing he just gamed too hard. He is checking his fan and his bed like they are holy relics, but the vibe is already ruined. You can practically smell the sweat and desperation as he tries to convince himself this is just reality and not some twisted Isekai prank. Too bad for him, because the universe loves a good tragedy. He sees his status window still chilling in midair and finds a literal golden shard on his desk. Surprise! Those slave pits were 100% real, and his peaceful life just got a massive red flag. He tries to go to the game homepage to see if the devs are trolling, but it is a total 404 error.
The digital world just ghosted the entire internet, and Hyunmyung realizes he is officially stuck in a survival horror story without a manual.
Suddenly, the neighborhood goes from quiet to a literal slaughterhouse.
People are screaming because actual monsters are spawning in the streets.
Seeing a giant mantis turn a local resident into a snack is definitely not the Monday morning he planned for. The cops are out here trying to shoot these things with bullets, and it is doing absolutely nothing. A nationwide emergency alert pops up on his phone, confirming that the entire country is basically becoming a buffet for Pangaenia monsters. Hyunmyung looks at the system window and sees the destruction progress is sitting at over 7%. Once that counter hits 10, the boundary between worlds is going to shatter like a cheap glass, and Earth will officially become a DLC map for hell.
He realizes his real-world body is basically a level 1 mob compared to these freaks.
He starts panic scrolling through his inventory, hoping he did not sell all his good loot for pocket change back in the game.
He finds Michaela's sword and the Hydragon's soul, but they are just glowing icons for now. He needs a bridge, and he finds it in the fragment of the broken golden scale. This is his literal get-out-of-jail-free card. The item description says it allows for 24 hours of synchronization. Basically, he can temporarily download his god-tier avatar into his weak human body. It is time to stop being a victim and start being the main character. The sync with Randolph begins, and the transformation is glorious. You can see the pure, main character energy radiating off him as his stats finally align with reality. The slave Hyunmyung is dead, the legend is back. Cut to the streets where a mother and her daughter are running for their lives. It is the classic helpless civilians trope, and they are about to be cornered by a monster that does not care about their tragic backstory. Mom is trying to be a hero, telling her kid everything will be fine while giant chunks of buildings are falling like rain. The mantis monster is looming over them, and it looks like it is about to be a very short series for these two. The monster pins them down, and the mom is basically begging for a miracle. She is literally at death's door, and the mantis is ready to serve up a double kill. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a legendary sword.
Just when you think it is game over, someone else enters the chat.
A business lady tries to help, but she is just another victim in waiting. These monsters are immune to everything humans have, and the despair is setting in. The mantis opens its disgusting maw to finish them off. The mom is saying her final goodbyes, and the kid is traumatized for life. It is the perfect moment for a high-level player to show off and steal the spotlight. Boom! A flash of light and a massive shockwave hit the scene. Hyunmyung, now fully synchronized as Randolph, drops in like a tactical nuke. He does not just save them, he makes it look like the monster was the one who should have been running. With one single, savage swing of his sword, he turns that terrifying mantis into a pile of green goo. His eyes are glowing with that "don't mess with me" blue light, and he looks absolutely bored with how easy that was. The mom and daughter are staring at him like he is a god. Randolph just stands there looking edgy and cool while the world literally burns around him. He is not here to give hugs, he is here to stack bodies and survive. He senses more trash mobs approaching and does not even flinch. He is basically a walking cheat code at this point.
The business lady is wondering who this mystery man is, but she is too busy being a simp for his combat skills to ask.
Another monster tries to sneak up on him, but Randolph just deletes it from existence. He is moving so fast the human eye can't even track him. It is official, the apocalypse has met its match, and he has a sword. Then he pulls the ultimate flex. He summons a 9-headed dragon mount just to stand on its head and look down on the city. If you ever wanted to know what peak performance looks like, this is it. The girl is asking if she is dreaming, and honestly, can you blame her? Her savior is riding a hydra through downtown Korea. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is getting absolutely wrecked by monsters because they don't have a Randolph. We see the Eiffel Tower and other landmarks falling. Human civilization is basically a sandcastle in a hurricane right now. Guns are useless, and the only things that can kill these monsters are players who synchronize their characters. But not all players are nice guys. Some of them are total psychos who are using this chaos to live out their villain fantasies. We see other warriors cutting down monsters, but their vibes are definitely red flag material. These new heroes are claiming they will protect everyone, but it is mostly for the clout and the loot. The world is changing faster than a speedrunner, and the old rules of society are officially in the trash.
Enter Massacre, a top-tier player who thinks he is the king of the world.
He is watching the news and mocking the players who are wasting their golden scale fragments on saving worthless civilians. He is the definition of an edgy gamer. The global rankings finally update, and Massacre gets a reality check. He is sitting at 5th place, while our boy Randolph is at number 1 with a score of 220 points.
The salt is real, and the gaming community is losing its mind.
Everyone remembers the legend of the Phantom or Ghost. He was the only one insane enough to form a Demon Realm expedition. Even though it failed, he is undeniably the strongest player to ever touch the game.
Hyunmyung realizes that while his gear was reset, his insane talents carried over.
That is why he is so much stronger than the other high rankers. He is out here playing chess while they are playing checkers. He takes a moment to chill in a bath and reflect on his past.
He realizes that the NPCs who betrayed him during his final quest might have actually been other players who were scared of him clearing the game.
The plot thickens. He can't just hide after logging out anymore because the worlds are merging. If he wants to stay safe, he has to become so powerful that neither monsters nor jealous players can touch him. It is time to grind like his life depends on it, because it does. He gets out of the tub looking shredded and ready for war. He is done playing the victim and is embracing his role as the top-ranked monster slayer. No more hiding, it is time for some high-stakes violence. He goes back to Isabella and tells her that his talk with the stars is finished. He is ready to keep his promise, and Isabella looks like she is either impressed or terrified. Probably both, honestly. He has one condition for her: she needs to take him to the sanctuary. Isabella's eyes go wide because that place is basically a suicide mission, but Randolph does not do easy mode. A new main quest triggers to obtain a class. He knows there is a star waiting for him at the sanctuary that will give him the evolution he needs. The era of chaos is just starting, and Randolph is ready to lead the pack. You know things are getting spicy when the floor is painted red and our girl Isabella is out here doing the Lord's work. She wiped out an entire squad of guards in minutes like she was taking out the trash, and honestly, we love a queen who does not hesitate to catch a body. After the massacre, Randolph drops a bombshell that has Isabella looking like she just saw a ghost.
He wants her to lead him straight into the depths of the sanctuary, and she thinks he has finally lost the few marbles he had left.
But Randolph is playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. He is hunting for the second main quest reward, a legendary class tied to the 4th star, and apparently, he is the only one who knows exactly where this treasure is buried. He hits her with the ultimate leverage, telling her that obtaining this star is the only way to lift her curse.
Isabella is trapped between her fear of the ruins and her desperate need to be free, and you can tell she is starting to realize this level 2 newbie is way more dangerous than he looks. They finally reach the holy ground, and the system starts screaming at them like a toxic ex.
Randolph gets the official notification that they have entered the hidden sanctuary, and a subquest pops up promising rewards for anyone brave enough to explore this nightmare. The system is literally throwing red flags everywhere, warning him about lethal poison and demonic energy. Any normal level 2 player would have melted into a puddle by now, but Randolph is just vibing thanks to his giant is demon resistance trait. While Isabella is stressing out, Randolph is calculating the loot. He knows the class change quest is waiting just ahead, and he is not about to let a little thing like certain death stop him from becoming the ultimate gamer.
As they navigate the ruins, Isabella starts getting turned around and thinks they are lost.
She is supposed to be the pro here, but she almost walks right into a bridge trap that would have swept her away with deadly air currents if Randolph had not stopped her. Our snake princess is officially rattled. To hide the fact that she is shaking in her boots, she makes up a hilarious excuse about having a leg cramp. Girl, please, we all know you are just scared of the dark. Randolph sees through her act immediately and decides to be a gentleman, or maybe he just wants to move faster. He tells her to get on his back because they do not have time for her to be timid while the Queen's pursuit team is closing in. Isabella is fuming that this low-level brat is treating her like a damsel in distress, but with the dead guards about to be discovered at dawn, she has to swallow her pride and take the piggyback ride. Randolph starts running toward a literal void, and Isabella is probably reconsidering every life choice that led her to this moment. It looks like a suicide jump, but Randolph has an ace up his sleeve that no one else can see. He activates his mutant trait, and suddenly the world changes. His eyes start glowing, and he spots an invisible path hidden from human sight, proving once again that he is basically a walking cheat code. Isabella is absolutely baffled. She is a high-ranking official of Faisalmare, and even she did not know about this secret route.
She starts watching him closely, noticing he is not even gasping for breath despite the demonic energy thick enough to choke a horse. Randolph even has the audacity to mock her fear of heights while they are literally walking on air.
He is so relaxed it is insulting, making Isabella wonder if this man is actually a level 2 player or just a god in disguise.
She finally asks the big question, have they met before?
Randolph gives her a cryptic answer that would make any mystery protagonist proud, claiming he has seen her many times, even if she has never laid eyes on him.
They finally approach a massive domain barrier that guards the inner sanctum. The air is heavy with power, and it is clear that the real challenge is just beginning. Randolph is ready to claim his destiny, no matter what stands in his way.
The scenery shifts into a beautiful but deadly landscape, and Randolph is already thinking about his next move.
His memory is perfect, and he knows exactly what horror is about to crawl out of the shadows to test them. Right on cue, a massive upper-tier golem emerges as the guardian of the path. This thing is a walking mountain of stone and runes, and one touch from its fist would turn Randolph into a red smudge on the grass. Isabella does not wait for an invitation. She leaps into action, showing exactly why she is a level 8 assassin. She is moving so fast the golem cannot even track her, and Randolph is just sitting back with a front row seat to the carnage. It is a total mismatch. Isabella is dismantling the stone giant like it is made of Lego bricks.
She is a whirlwind of blades and bloodlust, and it is honestly kind of terrifying to see what she can do when she is not complaining about leg cramps.
The golem gets absolutely wrecked, shattered into pieces by Isabella's final strike. Randolph is impressed, but he is also smug because he is the one who raised this character to be such a monster in the first place. As the dust settles, the system offers Randolph the chance to acquire the Golem Maker class.
It is a high-tier summoner role that most players would kill for, but our boy just hits the decline button without a second thought.
He is not here for some mid-tier rock-throwing class. He is hunting for something much bigger, and the ground starts shaking as the true master of the sanctuary decides to show up and ruin their day. The ancient King Dramit, a greater god who guards the stars, rises from the earth with a rage that could level a city.
He is not happy about intruders, and he is looking directly at our two heroes with murder in his eyes.
The system is basically screaming at Randolph to run for his life, warning him that he is severely underleveled for a level 10 boss fight.
But instead of running, Randolph just stares back, ready to face the god he needs to unlock his true power. It is the ultimate cliffhanger. A level 2 player versus a literal god in a battle for the stars. Randolph is either the bravest man alive or the biggest idiot in history, and we are all just here to see if he survives the next 5 seconds.